Hello, Mr. Mocker. My name is Jonathan Ball, and my project is a machinima web series that I like to call Viral. It's a short series based on the Halo universe and takes advantage of the Halo 3 engine. Now, most of the visual aspects will be coming from the engine itself, with a few motion capture scenes thrown in there to really bring the narrative together. Now, most of the scenes will be able to be puppeteered on an Xbox 360 within the Halo 3 engine, like I mentioned, and we'll be able to capture that onto a computer using a Blackmagic Intensity Extreme. Now, most of this will be taking place in Helena, Montana, where my studio is, but we may have to go to Austin, Texas to do some of the motion capture scenes. Beyond the equipment that we need for motion capturing, this is going to be a fairly inexpensive film series to make. So what is Viral, though? Well, imagine Cloverfield meets Quarantine, in which we see characters only through a found footage style camera work. The story focuses around two characters, Robert and Francis. Francis is a witty guy. He doesn't take his job very seriously. He's the comic relief character. Whereas Robert is the overly serious character and is always putting Francis down for his insubordination. Now, these characters are tasked with investigating an abandoned base in which they find an infected person. Shortly thereafterwards, Francis is infected while trying to escape, and later on, during his attempt to flee, Robert also succumbs to the virus. And then the series will end with the base being cleansed with a nuclear blast. So my project changed over the course of the last month with some very minor things. Like originally I didn't have any names for the characters. I wanted to focus more on their personalities and their back and forth than I did their names. Also, I decided to add motion capture later on because I felt like some of the scenes that I have in mind would be better conveyed with motion capture and animation technologies than something that I could puppeteer within the game. And also, the decision to use a Blackmagic Intensity Extreme was originally not ideal due to the price, but when you look at it compared to shooting this in live action and having to buy several cameras, this is actually a lot cheaper. So I think I came out on top with that decision. Of course, I've chosen some industry professionals to help me out. As an animator, I chose Mr. Monty Ohm. He's a very talented animator and motion capture artist. He's worked in the game engine before. He's worked on Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo Reach, basically for the past 6 or 7 years, just within these game engines and also on his own. He has choreographed many beautiful fight scenes, and I think that this makes him overly qualified. Now, Monty works for the company Rooster Teeth, which is another one of my industry professionals who are going to be helping me out with developing the machinima and merely making sure that it comes together the way I see it in my mind. They've been making machinima since 2003 and are now one of the highest viewed gaming channels on the web with over 50 video series in production every day. They are experienced and they have the equipment that I need for my motion capture scenes and have a very qualified staff to help me out and support me with the puppeteering shots. Overall, the gear that I'm going to be using is a Blackmagic Intensity Extreme along with a Xbox 360, my MacBook Pro, and the Adobe Suite softwares for editing and special effects. So what about publicity, promotions? Who's my target audience? Well, my target audience is the young adults, the people between the ages of 16 and 25, those who regularly play video games. I'm trying to bring machinima back into the spotlight with this project, so who better to appeal to than those who would follow in my footsteps? As far as marketing is concerned, I think utilizing the machinima channel on YouTube would be the best route to go. That way we reach our target audience through a large network of viewers. Ads will be at the end of videos as well as smaller pop-ups throughout their videos as well. As far as social media is concerned, we want to focus on a different aspect of each of these three social media sites: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Now, Facebook would have its own page on which people can follow and comment on the show and the studio. Twitter would give out important announcements, which could be relayed back to the Facebook page. Instagram would host pictures taken during the production of the show, from the motion capture scenes to people hard at work editing. We will measure the success of the campaign leading to the launch of the first episode based on likes/dislikes on videos featuring our ads compared to normal numbers, as well as comments and responses to the various feeds. And if we hit a good number of views within the first 24 hours based on the info we gathered, the publicity campaign will have been a success. As part of our collaboration, we would also do a cross-promotion with Rooster Teeth to promote our show as well as their own. Well, that's my time. Thank you for seeing me, Mr. Mocker, and I thank you for this opportunity.